Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Cool, that sounds good. I've had my internet upgraded, so hopefully this stream's a little bit better than last time. Uh, Second of all, this isn't a tutorial series. This is me figuring out stuff on the go, and feel free to join along. But if you're looking for a tutorial series, this probably isn't the one to be watching. Although I will cover everything because I'm simply doing it. Last but not least, beer. Done so many hours at work that I just need a break. Need a break from doing it. And it is beer time. So that's why I haven't been doing any of this for so long. I've been working on something at actual work. It's also why I haven't been doing the biological videos, um, computational biology. But I am doing stuff on the side. It's just I just don't get the time to record the kind of most poignant bits. So finally, I have a cold. If I cough, I apologize. So, I don't really know where I left off. So let's run it up and see what happens. And I suppose as normal, a good place to start is to check through the history wherever that is nowadays. Git. How do you find that? View branch history. I guess it will load when this all loads. I hope. Still not loading? Ah, ah, no, no. Just forgot about my command. Okay, fair enough. Let's try that again. View branch history. Ah, that's better. Okay. Debug lines are now drawn separate to movement, which is more helpful for debugging. Okay. So let's see where we were. So we can move along, we can't jump, we can select. Oh, that's interesting. So I pressed E, and I'm trying to draw lines now. Okay, so it only starts drawing once the animation is completed. Uh, and there's a problem because I'm trying to go left and up, and it's going the wrong way. It's actually not going. It's just always going left seemingly. So if I'm going right, it always works. Yeah. But if I'm going down, so left's working now. But if I'm now trying to go right, okay. So this is interesting. So if I now go right, so it works now. But now if I go left, it's not working. Now it's working. It's interesting though because I think it is choosing the right thing to go to. It's just drawing to the wrong line. So it's something about the way I'm drawing the debug line is wrong. So let's go and investigate how that's all working. Um, if I can remember where, let's see. It's going to be on probably not the climbing hole, but maybe the character or some kind of climbing component. Ah, here, this one. Let's see what we got. Draw debug for reach direction. And draw debug. Oh, and signal that character should move to climbing hold. Okay. Draw debug for climbing hold actor. And that is the purple one. That sounds right. I think that's the one that's causing problems here. Yeah, that's it. So how does this look? Oh, try again. So character to draw line to, and then so why am I draw debug from hold to character? Character location to this one. So what am I passing into this? I'm passing in the character. Huh? I'm passing in the character. Oh, to this. I see. I see. Yeah. Okay. That's probably it then, isn't it? So one one is likely not world coordinates or something. Let's see what draw debug line does. Okay, well that's someone else's. Oh, well, there's also the circle. So the line might be right. Let me see the line. Yeah, the line's always right. It's not. It's just the circle that's not always right. So the center is always going to be the location of the hold, but uh, let's see. Why would that not always be right? I mean, it's definitely going to the right thing, which is really interesting. So where does this get called from? Let's see if we can do that. Find all references. Does be called from the actor component, and where else was it? So this one's draw debug for climbing hold actor. Only if there's a distal hold actor close enough to the character, draw it. So I reckon it's probably this one. Scan for nearby. It's probably this one going wrong, and the other one going right. So why would the other one go right? I mean, maybe it won't, but draw debug for climbing hold actor. So where's this being called from? Oh, so this isn't being called. Yes, it is. Okay, that's a bit interesting. That's being called there. Closest climbing hold actor. Reach out to climbing hold. Okay, so let's see what happens. Oh, I see. So this is the ticking one, and that is because scan for nearby climbing hold. So that is actually correct, isn't it? Because I think, yeah, that looks spot on. That one. The green one's fine. So that's not the problem. It's actually this. So it thinks the closest was C2 at that moment in time. And let's see if that's correct. Was C2 the closest? So I'm looking for climbing hold actor 2. Ah, so it should have. So it thinks that one's the closest, but that's not right. It should have been 3. Let's try that again. That was interesting. So it still thinks it's number 2, right? C2. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, and it does it again, and it's still got C2 in there. And that is, I just don't absolutely double check this, but I don't believe, see, I think that's C2. Unless it's named something differently. No. Aha. So I wonder where the C2 comes from, right? Hmm. Okay, let's see what that one does now. So it's going to say C0. So that one makes more sense. If I go, no, it doesn't, because that is not correct. Now that's C2. So it's actually, is it just reporting where I am currently? Where's that one? Let's do it again. So join here, and I'm going up left, and it thinks that the closest climbing hold actor is named that. Ah, here we go, actor label 3. So it's not the name. That's confusing. Okay, so it's the actor label. So it thinks I'm going to 3, which could be correct. And what's this one now? Because it's paused again. So if we go into here and then go actor label, where are you? So it still thinks 3. So both of those registered 3. And so this is 3. Okay, so it's gone to the right place. And so the correct thing's being pumped into this. So if the correct actor's being pumped into there, well that's interesting. Maybe so this might not be updated yet. Huh. So if I go back here, reach out to climbing hold, it might be that that is supposed to update. Yes, I think that's it, isn't it? So at this point I haven't updated distal climbing hold actor. It's probably because of that. What does it not like about that? Identify is that undefined? How so? Oh, because that's incoming. Oh! No, this is fine, this is fine. So this is not coming from there. Draw debug for climbing hold actor is is actually coming from the correct place. So we go and get the closest one, we go and draw it, and that goes into here. Yeah, and then that is actually the actor itself. So drawing the debug on it, and this is going to be part of the climbing hold actor, and thus it can do get actor location. So that should be fine. And the center should be fine. So why it's offset is very strange. Now I wonder if one of these is talking about world or local space. It's not. It's not at all. And the center is the actor location. So let's do this one more time. So that is actually correct, isn't it? So it's that one. So if I go it's because something hasn't updated by the time I'm doing that. It just hasn't updated at that point, I'm guessing. So why is the next question. I'm guessing that should be called immediately, right? So I'm going in there. But it should be doing it right now, and it's not. And so where else is this being called from? The controller. Oh no, that's not right. Don't want that one. Either that one. Here. So it's only being called from there. So if I go and look for draw debug circle, where's that being called from? Here. Both line 72. This is weird. So that at that moment in time is getting the wrong thing. So it's reach out to climbing hold has to be returning the wrong thing. This is saying where distance from the character is less than or equal to the radius of area. So that indeed would be that one, but also where it's not the current climbing hold actor. So the fact that it's doing that, like for a second there, like now, right? It shouldn't be doing that now. So this is now. I wonder if we can pin this. It'd be nice to be able to pin it, wouldn't it? Pin member, okay. Climb and hold actor 2. It should be climbing hold actor 3. But, okay, no, so, yeah. So that's the current one I see. And then, current distal. Let's go and get that thing again. Where are you? Ah, where'd you go? Oh, it is at the top. That's the that's just the first one. Then it's run again. First one. What's this? First one. So at this point it shouldn't return, right? And I'm on. No, I can't remember now. So it's only if it's less than that and it's not that. If it's less than that, but it is that. Don't return true, that's fine. How to visualize this, I wonder. Because also this, so the angle then is the next one to look at. So I don't think here we've got the wrong thing, but the fact that it can go and get it from anything other than the array that we've just provided here is odd to me. Yeah, so now this is sorting that array. What does that do? Is that a void or? So that actually returns. So actually returns nothing, void. So it's sorting it in place, isn't it? Yeah. And then so at this point it it has the wrong thing. So let's do a loop around this. No, let's just pause on this. Let's see if we can get a nice reading on this as it comes in, and we can kind of prove that that is actually the problem. So there's 2 in there, and I don't think that's right. I don't think there should be 2. And we hang on. So we're coming from nothing, and we're going to 4. We're coming from nothing. We're going to 4. So if I do that, there should only be 1 in there. We're going to 4, and 5's in there as well. 5's in there. Where's 5? Aha, okay. I see. So it's not even in there. Okay. So what's the next one then? So it's 3. I tell you what, let's just label these. I think you've got a labeling thing. So this one is 2. do a color. Yeah. This one is 3, 4, nothing, and then 5. Right. So if we're going from 4, it should be 3 and nothing. So it's nothing and 3. Well, this is fine. And then what's this again? Because it's been fired again, which I need to figure out. That's 3 and nothing. And what's that saying? 2, yep. And 4. 2 and 4. Ah. Ah, hang on. Is this when there isn't one? Yeah, this is when there isn't one. That's what's happening. So the algorithm's fine. Ah. Yeah, I'm not doing a check here. Right, so if it is something, then do that. Otherwise, don't bother drawing. And in fact, that goes for everything, right? That was that bug. Let's see. Ah, no, 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 no. That was not the problem. Well, unless it's not running my code now. Let's see. Well, apparently it is. What did it do? It climbing player controller was modified, yep, or is new. Successfully linked patch. And thus the plugin was new. Building patch, creating library. Successfully linked. Successful. So it is now using my new code. Ah, no, it's not. It's not. Okay, so let's stop this. Let's save this. Let's maybe run it again. Okay, let's see how that's going to work now. Okay, so we still got the problem. Hmm. So wasn't that okay? Let's I did this last time, but actually I've got the internet now, so let's just Google how to log something. I can't remember. I can never remember. UE. Oh, actually, I think it's that. There it is. That'll do. Yeah, it doesn't get there. That's, well, at least that's good. So it's not that. Um, I have to remind myself what the name is now. Actor label, I think it was actor label. Actor label. In private. Get actor name or label. It would be that, that, and that. And I wonder if I can just concatenate those. Let's see if they've got an example with string. Yeah, they do. So it's going to be string. And it just goes into the commas of uelog. Okay. Let's do that. And then just do that. And what we got here? This returns an F string, so that sounds about right. Okay, cool. Properly terminated. Not so sure about that. Okay, yes I am. Let's get that go. Build failed. Error. Too many arguments for function like macro text. Yeah, it should be closed there. Okay. What now? Non-portable use of class fstring. No, fstring is non-trivial. So do I need to convert it to like a char set or something? Let's try that. Yeah, like that. Okay, let's see what we've got now then. So did that not? Well, this closes to character thing is very annoying. So let's get rid of that now. Wrong one. Yeah. And where else was that? Same line. Okay. So we got rid of that now. So it doesn't look like it ever goes into that null condition. Otherwise we'd be seeing that come up in the logs. Yeah, it's not. So next one is we need to iterate over these, I think, and well, you know what would be even better? Let's just output what the character actually is. Nulled, null. So if we just do that, So for a time that is getting given the wrong bloody thing. But it is exactly the one that we're on, so we are not doing the right check here. This is not how you do this, clearly. So check equality of object of actors, Unreal Engine C++. So it says best way to compare actors in C++. So can someone help? Not too familiar with it, so it would be helpful if someone, especially the third nested statement. So behavior was to fetch the type of actor that the object hit in the main class was a converted interaction vector, which we then use to identify that the player is directly observing the interactable object. This is time I'm too lazy to sift through. Okay. The formatting got screwed up. Have you debugged to see where your code? You can attach the debugger from VS to. It looks like this line may fail since you're comparing an actor pointer to a pointer. I apologize, but the comparison of actors is the comparison of the pointer to the actor. If you were to view the value of the pointer, it would be a memory address. Yep. I'll adjust my input to notify the behavior result is remembered. Note the method I triggered the raycast event isn't private, as you don't have direct access to hit result. Pass on the input which is then returned. That returned value can be accessed using the makeshift accessor method below, which is what I'm fetching the value from my implementation. So he thinks that this is given the answer. So it says if I but the comparison of actors is the comparison of the pointer to the actor. If you were to view the value of pointer, it would be a memory address. This is simply a number representing where the actor is stored in memory. Though this pointer of an actor class is also a pointer. Note that regardless of type, a pointer is a unique address in memory. That is to say, two different instances of actor objects will have two totally different pointers. Further, the pointer address is not changed by the inheritance of an object. For example, pointer equals this, pointer 3 equals pointer 2, pointer 4 equals this. If pointer equals 2, pointer 3, all the same object regardless of inheritance. By this simple logic, I can easily make a comparison between objects with definite certainty. This hit result, get actor, pointer. An instance of an actor is an object unless you implement something such as UUID. The only way to compare the objects would be to compare every property of the actor. The pointer to the actor, however, is not the actor. It is a unique memory address of where the actor is stored. Compare pointers to get the result you seek. Many of my students have understood this better if I simply use the analogy of a postal address. There might be many people with your name in the world, but only you live at your home address. I mean, I do know this stuff. I do know this stuff. So why is this not working? Because it's definitely not working. Unless, what does this actually return? This returns an array of those elements. And this pointer, it might be different to that pointer, because two pointers can point to the same memory. But they won't equal each other here. Because they're different pointers. I don't agree with this. Because like the way I understand it, let's do this one. The way I understand it is that you have a pointer and a value. And you can have two pointers point to the value, but if you say, are you two equal? It's going to say, no, we're not. Even though I wanted to check this, right? And so they're saying that it is true. Hmm. And we can even prove this, can't we? Because if I put one here, this is 2, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. So this should return false. Or yeah. So if I do that, this does not equal that. False. It is true, right? And so is this. Well, regardless, this will return false. If I put them on one line. Yeah. And if I skip over this is now true. Yeah. So this will result in 4 and what? 5, and that's correct. 4 and 5 is correct. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'll do a loop around them, I think. Because that's now what? That's a 0 and 3. 0 and 3, that's correct. And that's going to be let's see, it's going to be 2 and 4. Yep. That's going to be 3. 3 only. That's it, man. There's nothing else to that. Let's just try one more. Where's that now? 3, 3, that's fine. 3, 3. Ah! 3 and 4. Ooh. I see. So it's actually because it's still moving. And this is being called reach out to climbing hold. Not from here. Not from here. So this being called from here. And this should only be called if it's moving towards, if it's not moving towards a climbing hold. So it's actually that. Because otherwise we're going to get double ups of everything. Like as it's moving, it's going to be calculating still and drawing the wrong bloody thing. Let's try this. I think that's probably solved that problem actually. Yeah. So it was nothing to worry about, basically. Now, it's interesting though, because well, I suppose that's fine actually. Yeah, I think that's fine. So I think that's solved that problem. At least we understand it now. Um, it's drawing to the correct one. We are definitely moving to the correct one. So there's no problemos at all. I can't go over there. Yeah. If I move this one down slightly, it will connect up, and now I can definitely move across. So let's try that. So I'll go to 5. Then I'm going to go to 4 over there. Yeah. Ah. So it thinks that one's a little bit closer. But if I do that, it definitely does it. Okay, so it's about an angle thing. So if that was exactly parallel, which I think it is, 130, 130, the reach out to climbing hold angle so I'm doing the dot product between the ray trace and the location of A. And getting the angle of A and ray trace. So when we're here, and I'm doing this, and it still moves to this one up here. It should be that this line has the lowest angle, right? To the intended well, this one has the lowest angle to it. Ah, unless they're equal. That's probably what it is. I wonder. So if I try and set this up again, go to here, and I go that way, what are we getting? So angle of B in ray trace, angle of A in ray trace. Ah, 157, 157. So I guess it's that or equal. Yep. That was the problem. Because when they were equal, it was always still going up to the above one. Now here's an interesting one. What if this one is lower, but you can still see that it's going to be, the closer one to it. Yeah, man, I think we've gone and done it. Ha! Awesome. So we can put that down as corrected, what we change here? Yeah, corrected movement bugs. Now, I think I'd like to just add these labels as part of the climbing hold, to be honest. I think it's quite helpful. Ah, is it really needed? Yeah, why not? Let's do that. So if I go to edit this, and I'd very much like to see where this actually is in the find references to functions. No, it's just going to be what? In plugins? Yes, okay. So here, in the viewport, sorry, if I just add a text, yeah, let's see, it's going to be that way, so, no, but hang on, yeah, that is right, so it's going to be rotated, oops, like so. I think I'll always make sure it's in front, right? Like that. And maybe give it a better color. Like a nice pink. Always good. It thinks it's the wrong way around, and I'd agree, it needs to be the other way, so it needs to be like that, and then moved forward. I wonder if I can do center and center. So now I can zero this out like that, and probably just put it against the thing, right? Yeah. And we're going to do a name on this thing. So if I go to the climbing hold, I can make a function get object label or get actor label. Yep, and then do something like that. And we're going to return this get actor label, and this returns an f string, so let's do that instead. If we compile this, I need to make this blueprint callable like so, and it should be visible anywhere. But not visible anywhere. That's it. Yeah, that's all I need. I don't want it to be editable, you see. What we got here? We got an error, unknown function specified visible anywhere. Let's Unreal Engine view property. I can't remember what they are. Been a while. Read only. That's the one. Oh, I'm an idiot. This is not a property. It's a function. Ooh. An override of function in parent class. That's interesting. So can I just call getActorLabel from here? No, I can't. So it's a private method, I guess. No, it can't be. A getActorLabel. getActorLabel. Custom getActorLabel. Ah, so dumb. Debug. getActorLabel for debug. Oh, okay, it doesn't like that. Oh, it's not this. Oh, and that's right. So this is wrong. That's right, so this is wrong. Let's go see where that reaching thing is. It's because I've got it, I think it's in the controller. And it's get actor name or label. So actually I think we're fine with this, but it was just this one was getting me. Yeah, still don't like that error. And so override a view function in parent class cannot have a view function declaration above it. It will use the same parameters originally. So it must think that there's also this. So we'll use that. think that's the problem. I'm guessing it's just private or something. Anyway, get actor. Debug get actor label, that's it. And we're going to set the text. Set text to the value of that. String to text. So I should return that as text, really. Ftext. Okay. It might just be as simple as that, you know. Yeah. Or maybe it's like that. Convert fstring to ftext. This doesn't look good. Ftext can be converted to and from string. Because ftext contains character strings linked to localization data, while fstring only contains a character string, inherently lossy and will discard or fail to create localization data. From string. So it's ftext from string. Okay. And I understand what it's saying, so it might be problematic if I've got localization on that term, but I don't, so that's fine. So now hopefully that's all linked up. I can get rid of these and see what happens. Alright. Good. Okay, let's well actually we can run it and try and position it a bit better. Guess we'll just make it less as well. Is that gonna help? Not really. Although it does kind of help there. I wonder if even smaller could do it. Let's go for 12. Oh well, it's what I wanted, right? So that's fine. Okay, so now we've got naming. Now what we need to do is get that animation working, right? So let's do that. I think I'll go and get another beer. Be right back. I'm just gonna send a message off to someone as well. Okay, right. So now we've done that, let's get this animation done. I think I'd already done the animation kind of stances, right? Stances, sorry. So where did I put that? Animation here is climbing left. Let's see. Oh gosh. Anim graph. Output pose. Reach left. Yeah, okay. So I guess I was just starting here. So, but look, that's looking good, isn't it? That'll do. That'll absolutely do. So on my timeline, let's remind myself what I did here. I think I somehow assigned the timeline to this. Curves. Yeah, that's the one. And so that's the value. It's going to go all the way up to 1 and then back down to 0 over some non-linear curve. And that makes sense because if I want to go, I'll go up all the way to 1 and then I'll go back, or more so that I'll go from here like that. So I need two inputs. I need one input for the X and one for the Y. Now what is this? It's one dimensional. How do I find out? So I don't think it is actually, because it's like, it's over time, so let's see if this one's going to start at 0, 0, and then it's going to go to, let's see, 0.11, and its maximum reach is going to be 0, 2, which is no good. 0, 2 will be what? 0, 2, but then let's say, so I need it to, I need to get values from two directions. How do I apply that? I could apply the curve, the same curve in two directions. That's fine. So this curve, have I assigned that to a character anywhere? If I go to my characters here, let's see. Is there custom here or anything? Okay, maybe not in there. Maybe I didn't in controller, which would be weird. That would be weird if I did that. Won't put it past me though. No. Where did I declare that then? It's got my character. I don't remember putting a timeline in. And the controller, that would be weird if I put it there. Yeah, so I didn't attach it to a hole, did I? Which would make some sense, but not a lot. So I didn't put it there. And then finally the system itself. Oh, yeah, I put it in the climbing hold system. Yeah, okay. So I guess I was thinking about putting it there so that if it's like in a different scenario, maybe it's like windy and stuff, the system itself can determine how fast you can move between the two things, which makes some sense, though it should probably be a modifier. It should be like, how much do I modify the usual curve of your movement? Though I don't think it matters for now. This is not the aim, so I'll just keep it in the back of my head. At least I know where it is now. So the climbing system itself, if I go to, I guess it's going to be in actors. Uh, let's see, what does a climbing system look like? What did I do that as? Is it just something that's newed up? Or is it something that sits on the character itself, which would make a lot of sense? Yes, it's a component. Ah, okay, James, I understand. I see what I was thinking. So it's going to be here. There it is. And here's my curve. Okay, cool. Right. So blend space for left reach is what? Is that just a local variable that I've put inside here? Blend space for... Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow, I've done quite a lot of this already. Nice. So I've got two blend spaces, then that means they're both equal. Is that right? No. No, that's fine. Left reach and right reach, that's fine. But I need to use the same curve for both things. That's fine. Yep, got that. And so, right, I see. So we need to now normalize, we need to like, I guess the word is normalize it to, like if I, let me just go here. So if I'm like, so if I've got a hold here and a hold here, and my character is currently here, right? Let's do that a bit nicer. And so if I've got that curve that we can think about, he's the character's reaching L at R, and so it's just got to move towards that with cosine of R and sine of R, right? I think that's right. I think that's right. So let's imagine that's the case. Then what is the reading going to be from the timeline? I want to reach out slowly to the 1. So I'm gonna be, at this point I'm gonna have like reached out fully, pretty much. Not slowly, but quickly to the 1. Sorry, that's what this is. Very quickly it's gonna be to the 1 in our direction. And then over time it's gonna slowly draw back as it goes to non-linear curve. Back to 0, and so back to the original position. So that's fine, but then how does that really work with this? Because I'm going to say, okay, go to 1, but that does nothing. Because I need to know where on this I am with that reach. Ah, I just realised why my other one didn't work. Interesting. Cool. Okay. So I think first things first, I'm going to draw this on a graph. Here's my graph. And I'm here and I want to go to climbing hold 1. Now, I've got this other graph that says if you're reaching left, then you need to go to 1 very quickly. We'll call this in stage 1. And then you're going to slither back to stage 2. And stage 1 and stage 2 require 2 dimensions. Those 2 dimensions are how far left and how far up. Oh shit, this is difficult. Why is this so difficult? Oi, oi, oi. It needs a mapping. It needs like a mapping between this. But it needs to be normalized to not 1, but a percent. Ah, a percentage, of course. So the x and y will be percentage of the length. Ah, yes. Okay, right. So it's going to be. So let's say. This is L, right? So it's going to be. It's going to be. Let's call this. Right. Let's just neaten it up a bit. It's bullshit diagram. So this is the length, and then the curve is going to go over time, right? So let's just make a note of time. So it's going to be the time over that curve divided by the length times 100 will give me a percentage of where to reach, and the rest can be a percentage of direction. So it'll be, okay, well, how far left have I gone at this point? So I need to finish off the curve. That will be the cosine bit. So the x will be the cosine of the angle, and y will be the sine of the angle, and then that divided by L times 100. Ooh, that might be it, you know. That might be it. Let's do a few ideas then. Well, you know what, let's just go into trusty Visual Code. Okay. Ha! Gonna have to wipe that now. Bear with me. I just showed my code on Twitter. Let me just go to that. Ay ay ay. Quick, change the code. Portal. Keys and tokens. Bearer token. Regenerate. Yes. then the rest is fine. So annoying. Okay, cool. Right, so let me close all that. I'm going to do another file like this, I think. Okay, cool. So first things first, I want to, my character's going to be at 0, 0, and he's going to reach to x and y. So character x equals 0, character y equals 0, climbing hold equals, let's call it 150, climbing hold equals 150. Yeah, this is good because it's 45 degrees and I can play with that, right? And then I want to do the time divided by the length. So I need to find the length of that, so it's going to be math to power. Oh, I think I think I have to do that. Yeah, math dot power. Maybe it's there. You go. Math dot power x a squared equals b plus. Yeah, c y, and it's both to the power of, and then that's going to equal L squared. So I need to square root it all. Square it. Okay, good. So that's L. So let's just print. Oh, okay. It's coming out already, I think. Return L. Can I do that? Okay. Print L. It doesn't like that. It's saying type error. Because I need to do a string, I think. Like that. Doesn't like that. Square root returns a float. That's fine. These return a float. So a float plus a float. Square root it. Where's what? Now it says type error. Trace it. Most isn't cool. I'm a bit confused. How is that a type error? So it doesn't tell me other information. What? Where's all of my information gone? Type error? If I just go test.py, does it give me a better error? Power expected 2 arguments, got 1. I was gonna say, okay. That's a much better error. So where the fuck is this error? That's a terrible, terrible... Ah, here it is. It was off the screen. Ha! Classic. Okay, cool. So it's that to the power of 2. That to the power of 2. Yeah, okay, so that's the length of the line is 212, which makes sense because it's got to be longer. And then, what did I say? X is going to be the angle. I need to do the angle as well. So the angle of reach equals 45. Pi divided by 180, is that right? Pi divided by 180 times 45, something like that. Let's see. Convert degrees to radians. Pi divided by 180 times the degrees. Wow, okay, fair enough. Go. Angle of reach. Yeah, okay, so I guess I can do another cell down here, I think. Let's add a new code slot. Let's go angle of reach. And I'm going to print out x is going to equal cosine of angle of reach. Oh, that's interesting. That type ahead was correct then, I think. Let's just see though. Angle of reach. That's going to be sine. And then converting that. Well, actually, let's just I just realised I didn't even need to do this because I've already got an x and y value that's giving me it's not the hypotenuse, it's the well, it is the hypotenuse, but it's the I can do a percentage of each x. That's what I can do. I can do a percentage of x and y. So just to remind myself what bloody hell I'm doing, my guy is gonna be reaching out. So he's stuck on the thing, right? And he's reaching out, and he's gonna go up there. And when he's doing that, he's gonna use a timeline for his change in time. So I want him to animate really quickly to reach out really quickly, but then he's got to kind of slowly come back in again, right? You can't see me, but he's going like that, and he's slowly come back in. So he's gonna. So if I go back to my blend space, he's gonna reach out really quickly and slowly come back in again. And I was thinking, well, how do I get him to reach out to 1 rather than the actual thing? Well, it's a percentage of that. So if he's reaching out to coordinates 150 by 150, we just do t, which is the curve timeline, divided by 150 times 100 to get that percentage for the x and y value. And that means that it's going to be a percentage of here, and then it will come back down again. I think that's going to work. Yeah, I think that's it. Awesome. So move to climbing hold actor is where all that juice is going to be. And I don't, there you go, progress along time curve. So yeah, so this still climbing, okay, so the target actor, and then if progress along time curve is less than the time range of the curve, then keep going. And we're going to get a float value from the curve and then we're look, I've done a lot of this already. We're going to get the actor's location, then the target's location. We want to know the width of the character so that so that yes, so that he goes he does so basically if you think of the wall like this and then my character is here, if I exactly went to that distal hold, then it has to travel diagonally to the hold. But if I add the width of my character, then he's now traveling correctly along the same axis. Okay, so that makes sense. Makes sense. And I'm timesing that forward vector, which is this, by the amount of the width. So scaling by a magnitude. And then I'm doing a linear interpolation between the actor's current location and the target's current location, which will equal the new location for the character. But I now need yeah, okay. Distance to target. Distance to target distal climbing hold actor. So these things should be, or need to be available to me. See that's weird. Target. Here it is, but it's not finding it. Actual location. So where is it setting that? So this must be set locally, and it is. Aha, okay. So that's a problem because my animation needs access to that. Yeah. And so okay, so now we understand how it's going to work. Let's see. The event graph is empty, and actually the event graph needs to say what I'm reaching to. So try get pawn owner, let's say cast it to BP underscore climbing character. And then I want to see target. So it's not here, you see, because it's going to be in the component, right? Climbing component. And then I want to get the target climbing hold actor. But actually, I just want to get that location, which is going to be the width times that. So I wonder if we should surface this. Let's see. Let's call this something like let's call this something like normalized or percentage progress, and that could be an f vector 2D, right? Where x is equal to climbing hold actor dot x, or curve, was it time progressed or something? Divided by times 100, where y equals the same times 100. I think that's going to work. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So then in here, I need to do. So okay, so we don't want to update it straight away. So it's going to be equals f vector. Let's just do like that for now. Is that going to help? Ah, 2D, right? Cool. Okay. And so yeah, exactly what I had before. That. Animation X, animation Y, like that. And then we need to get that. And then this goes in here. And is that correct? X and Y, yeah. Alright. So let's give that a compile. So that's now compiled. I can now access that stuff on the system. So it's going to be whatever the fuck I just called it. Jesus Christ. Percentage progress actor. Percentage process vector, okay. And we'll set that to a variable, right? Let's go add a variable. We'll do this as a vector 2D. Could you do that? Yeah, okay, here we go. And we'll call this percentage progress vector. And we're gonna set that to that. Right. So now that's happened. This needs to be, that's one update, cool. This isn't working for some reason. Doesn't match property. This still actor of type doesn't match the property of type live coding. Is stall. What? What's that say? Of type doesn't match the property. Okay, try that again. That's weird. Yeah. Progress. Oh, it's not there. Compile. Progress. What? I've just put that on there. So where the bloody hell is it? This is blueprint read only. Fine. Visible anywhere. Good. So it should be there. So let's imagine that this is actually fucked at the moment. Because that just appeared and then it just disappeared again. Is that is that going to be a thing now? Yeah, that's definitely a thing now. So percentage. Oh mate. How that's not the same is beyond me. What is that? I did put it on there. Yeah, active component. Climbing. Get system active component. And it's saying that percentage is part of that but not part of that. I wonder if this being read-only is causing a problem or something. Let's just see what happens if I do that. Otherwise, I think I'll just restart the editor. That doesn't seem quite right. Yeah. Are you going to work now? No. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. Close this down, restart. How are we looking now, I wonder? Yep, now it works. Oh dear, that's so annoying. That is annoying. Pile that. Now we've got some problem here. That's okay. And that's going to be setting it on every update. That's good. So now we're going to go to the climbing left. And the transition is what? Can enter transition if character is climbing. Okay. So is climbing or is moving to? I can't remember what we called it now. Is moving towards climbing hold. Is moving. That's interesting. I think this is public. It's definitely public. I'm guessing, yeah, it's just because it's not blueprint readable, but actually target distal climbing hold actor does not equal null. So if that, but let's just make that public, right? So blueprint callable and made blueprint callable so that the animation stuff can see it. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. We'll just do that. We'll just do that directly after, I guess. Fine. We'll neaten this up later. And then we're going to set a new variable, boolean is moving towards climbing hold. Going to set that here. Got an error now. No, 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 something's gone wrong here again. Close this, recompile. Something a bit more fatal going on here, I don't like it. Like the relationship between my character and the actor component doesn't seem right if it keeps losing its join. It's something to do with serialization because it must lose its record of it. And I think that's probably why it kept resetting the values here. But if I compile this now, it's fine, see? So something a bit screwy there. Anyway, so this is now entering transition when this is true. And then, of course, not when not true. Whoops. Ah. There is a better. There you go. That's where it is. Good. Okay. And so then the values driving this beast is climbing left is going to be this. I'm guessing you can get those. Variables, default. I mean, it is a. What is this? This is a vector 2D. Can I split the struct? Oh, there you go. And what are these? None. Okay, let's see if we can improve that. So if we go back to the plugin, content, curves, can we name these? I feel like details somewhere. Asset. What's that? Okay. Can I really not enable these? Oh, no, 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 of course. It's not in there. It's in the actual animation door. It's in the actual blend. So it will be in. Not sure actually. Where did I put the blend files? How is that? Where is this? Blend space. But where is this file? Browse to asset. Apparently it's in here. Weird. Don't even know where that is. Okay, well, left, and I'm going to give this a name somehow. Can I give it a name? Yeah, here it is. X, Y. And hopefully that now changes on that blueprint. Yeah, it does. Awesome. Okay, well, maybe that's going to work. Oh, now we've lost the thing again. So it's going to be that one. Compile, save. I think it's just this that gets lost, you know. Yeah, I don't understand it. Okay, well, something's not running the animation yet. And the reason that is probably because this is not using it. Let's have a little look. Animation blueprint, yep, it's not. And the blueprint should be... I know, that's interesting. Where is that? Oh, I've called it Nuanim Blueprint. That's a good name. Nuanim Blueprint, there it is. Okay, let's give that a try now. Oh! 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 Well, something's happening. Interesting. Okay, right. I need to go to the toilet. Bear with me. Okay, right, cool, we're getting somewhere. So I think this looks pretty good actually. Interesting how the character hasn't rotated round. Whereas if I detach that the Anim blueprint, let's go back to my character I guess. Gosh, what am I doing? Mesh. This one. If I set that back, does the character actually... Oh, whoops. What have I just done? I meant to do that. Oh god. That one, okay. It's this one, none. Okay. So if I do that, it's gonna crash. What's that? It's just a weird editor crash, that one. Ah, you know, there was an upgrade to Unreal Engine actually. Went to 5.9.9 to take the text off. Ha. I wonder if that's kind of fixed it, what I'm thinking. Anyway, so, yeah, oh god, now it really has mucked it up. So go into my character, go to my mesh, put the mesh back on. It's nope, it's that one. Not using a blueprint. I just want to make sure if it was just facing. So okay, so it was never facing the right way. That's fine. That's good news. So now, if I go to my new blueprint, and I think I'm just gonna go and rename that as well. Climbing animation. Well, animation blueprint. And so we need to rotate the character now. It should rotate to the inverse of the forward vector of the climbing holds, right? So let's do that. We can just negate that. I think it will be totally fine. So I think it's in that systems component. As we join it, so where is this? What we're looking for? Scan, reach, move is attached to. That's a check. Attached to climbing hold, there it is. So when we do this, get time range. Yep, okay. And this has got a tick as well. Yeah, it pumps in the delta. And so we want to rotate our character. Where are we? Set actor location. We want to set actor rotation. So this is just a to-do, right? Because I just want to get that character moving so we can focus on the harder part first. Set actor rotation to get forward vector. Is it just forward vector? Oh, that's just the location. I want that. No, I don't. I want. Oh, it's this. Get actor forward vector. Yeah. And I want to just negate it. And I guess to rotator, can I do that? To orientation rotator. F rotator. I don't know if I can do this. What does it need? From vector. Yeah, I'm sure you can do rotate. To orientation rotator. F rotator 3D doesn't sound right. F vector 3D. Huh. Rotation. Return the orientation corresponds to the direction in which the vector points. Yeah, and so we want to make just that the inverse. Can I do inverse? Get inverse. Here we go. Fucking hell. Sure, there's no operator for that. Operator overload. Okay, fine. So let's give that a try. Ah, now that's interesting. That is interesting. So what's happening? I move the climbing hold actor, but once that's happened, it doesn't unset that. It seems to unset it, sorry. So it's not that I want. I just want... Where am I setting rotation? It's getting set back somehow. Let's look for rotation. Nope. 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 There's no rotate here. None at all. Let's do retard. Aha. A few more here. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Nope. Interesting. So we want to change it when he's or before he started. Before it started, there needs to be a process in which the actor rotates. So I could do attach to climbing hold. I could just do it there, right? Let's get that for now. That's going to be get forward vector like that. I'd be surprised if it rotated back, that's all. That's what was confusing me there. I mean, that's absurd to me. What? And also this is wrong. Whilst I'm here, I'll just correct this. I don't want to know if it's moving. I want to know if it's attached. So that's wrong. And I want to have is attached to a climbing hold. I think this is also valid, but I don't need it yet, so I'm going to take it back off, right? Let's do that. Let's grab that. And that is attached to climbing hold. Oops, climbing hold. And then compile. Okay, let's try that again. Is attached. Get is attached. Attached to. Ah, so annoying. So it seems every time I add something, the blueprint can't update itself. Which is very frustrating. Beer's a bit. It's not that great. This is from Aldi. This one's alright actually. I mean, it's nothing special, but that one's got good taste and it's cheaper than the Galahad one, but the Galahad's a little bland. Like it tastes like straw, hay in a good way. But it doesn't like develop at all. Yeah, so back to here. Let's try that again. Get is attached. Oh man. Oh right. Haha. I was being an idiot. Get is attached. Is attached. That's the one. Okay, so now we've got that correctly in place. That should at least stop him from like snapping back. Oh, I've got this now. Need to solve these things. Yeah, it should remain like that. Yeah. Okay. So the rotation, and I did put it on here. It's going to be the climbing wheel system or something. See that one. This is attached to climbing wheel actor. Going to set the rotation. So why is that not? Because target climbing wheel actor forward vector get inverse. So this kind of says to me that maybe the forward vector is the other way. Oh, I wonder if that is. So let's draw. I see. Let's draw a forward vector. Um, let's draw a forward vector on tick. Um, forward vector. Draw line. Times. I don't know. I don't know, 550 into that, and then the line start is going to be get location, something like that. Something like that. Let's see where this goes. What? Oh, am I being an idiot? Probably. So event ticking. I'm going to get the root of this climbing hold. I'm going to get the forward actor, and I'm multiplying that to scale that forward vector. So scale, scale translation. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to scale that, and then I'm getting the socket location on what? The climbing hold actor. So I guess I want actor location, get world location, right? So we're going to start from the world location, then go to the forward vector. Oh, that's so weird. That is weird. Why are those forward vectors like that? Where are they heading? What? Ah? I am confused. It must be this. Let's just do forward vector. See what happens when I just do that. Ay ay ay. Unit direction vector from this component. multiply I wonder if, because the forward vector, yes, okay. Transform to world, world, checked world to screen. It's gonna be, yes, okay, I see. I need to have get, it's this plus that multiplied by, say 50. That's it. Yeah, I need to plus the characters, the positions of them first. Clearly 50 is not required. I'm a bit confused at this, to be honest. So now we've got, okay, let's just be a bit more sensible here. So we've got the climbing hold actor, and the forward vector should be like pointing out the front of it or something, yeah? And so what we need to do is we need to get the world location of this actor, and then we want to plus that location, get the current climbing hold, then we're going to add that vector, that forward vector. Yeah, and then we're going to draw the debug line from the start, the current climbing hold, to the forward vector. I mean, let's put a breakpoint there. I was a bit confused, to be honest. So the line end is, yeah, none of these are zero, so there's not some like weird multiplication going on. It's just that it's okay, and multiplying this was a good idea. Let's do this by 10. Cool. Ah, now that's interesting. So where have they gone now? Ah, I'm an idiot. So this is saying to me that the forward vectors are over there. But that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. This should be something easy. Why is this so difficult? Get the forward unit direction vector from this component in world space. I mean, surely. Surely that's it. Right? And so this gives me 1 in the minus 1 in the x direction, which is correct. That's going to be forward. That's correct. Yeah. And so I want to just get, I want to add, I want to draw from the world direction to this, so to the world direction multiplied. I could multiply it and just scale it in that direction. That's what I'll do. Yeah, that makes more sense. And I multiply it by 10. That's what I was doing wrong. That will work now. Oh, and it still doesn't. But I believe scaling is correct now. I'm scaling that location. Uh, getting the world location, and then I'm going to scale it in the forward direction. That means that if this was 1, I'm going to scale that 1 and 0 by everything else. Ah, that's a problem. So it needs to be scaled and then plus. Okay, maybe that makes some sense. My thoughts are, see, I've never like locked into my head how this works, but let's say we've got this. If the forward vector is like coming out here, but it's only by 1 unit, right? And it's only 1 unit in the x direction, and so you'll end up having 0, 0. And if you multiply that vector by this position, let's say this is 10, 10, 10, you're going to get 10, 0, 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 10, 10, 10 to 10, 0, 0. And this instead I can make this like 20, right? And then it will come at me like a railway train. So that has actually worked now, which is awesome. Okay, thank fucking God. That at least makes sense. Oh gosh. So now the question is, if the forward vector is correct, then why is this not working? And that's because I want to rotate my character. I don't want to rotate it the full amount. I want to rotate it though to the inverse of that. But I need to make it look at that. And that's not a rotation. So if I've now got this thing pointing out and my character's looking this way, I need to rotate it. I need to rotate it by this. So I need to get this rotation. I need to set the rotation to that and then inverse it. So I wonder if we get forward active orientation rotator. It could be that, you know. I don't know what they're doing underneath. Could be something as simple as that though. Let's find out. Clearly not that. Let's just Google this. Set rotate actor to forward vector. Unreal Engine C++. Yeah, I need to look at, don't I? Yeah. So get actor location, forward target position, make rotation from XY. Make rotation from XY. So we'll include that library that we were just discussing. Let's see if that helps. It might. So I have a funny feeling that make rotation from X and Z is. Let's just see. So it does. What is it doing? If they're almost the same, we need to find arbitrary vector. Just gonna quickly do a blood test. 1 second, because I'm diabetic. Ah, I didn't bleed very well. Did a finger prick and nothing came out. Ow. Okay, that one's better. Haha. I feel a little bit high on blood sugar, so just checking. Oh yeah, I'm high. That's interesting. I don't remember what I ate to make that happen, but oh well. Okay, injection's done. That's a shame. Can't believe I've gone high there. I normally do carb counting, so surprised. Guess maybe these beers have got a bit more in them than I thought. I'm usually used to this though. Doesn't actually say. Not sure where that's come from. Yeah, okay, so this is a bit interesting. It's got get safe normal. Sure, make from XZ. Make from Z. Use Z to the power of that. Guess that's what that means. Don't understand what's happening there. What maths is that? Make from Z. try to use up if possible. So it's absolute z is less than 1 minus some kind of small number. And then nu x is the up vector to the power of z. And then the new y but that's making it, but that's not rotating it. I see. Um, let's let's keep searching. I don't quite understand that. Because if, like, basically my character is looking that way and this is looking that way, I need to find out the difference between the two vectors. So let's imagine that they're the same thing. This has got an angle between it, right? But the angle is I need to put them on 0. So then I've got the rotation, the forward vector and my character's forward vector. And I need to get the angle between them, which is the well, I think it's this is going to be climbing hold, hold character. I think it's the dot product between them divided by the magnitude of c plus the magnitude of h. I can't remember what it is now. Get angle between two vectors. Oh, you multiply those as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, so right, so if I were to do that, then I'd have a rotation, an angle to rotate to, or rotate by. So then I could rotate c by h. But this must already be made. I don't need to do this again. So rotate angle axis. Find lookout rotation. Ooh. Start and target. Oh yes, we've got it. Okay, cool. So it's going to be owner get forward vector, and then this one. It's going to return me F rotator. Wonderful. I reckon that's it. Otherwise, I guess we'll just do our own thing. But I have a funny feeling that's going to work now. Ha. Oh, no, that's right. We need to negate this, right? Or inverse it. Which, I think that makes sense now. I mean, the fact that I was... Oh man, really? Is it even running? You're minus 135. It doesn't sound right, does it? Doesn't sound right at all. I wonder if we can still get this. Optimizations. Let's put pragma optimize off on. Let's try that. Thanks. Don't remember me taking that off. Okay, see if that works now. Why I need to know that. What are you doing? How to debug. I tried solution, it didn't help, but setting linker debugging, generate debug. Linker debugging. It says right click on the solution, properties, configuration, manager. What does it say? Plus from the sub options. And it does say right click on the solution, click properties, plane, click on the configuration properties. This is the solution. Here's the configuration properties. There's no C++ setting. And then in configuration manager, I can't change anything. Can't even cancel that now. There we go. And if I go into here, let's try the main options. Tools, options, debug. Optimize. Settings for linker. Yeah, I mean, that sounds better to me. I don't even know where they are though. Linker. linker. Generate debug info to. But now here's a link that tells. To set the linker option in the Visual Studio, open the project's property pages dialog box. See, click the linker folder. General project defaults. General. Common properties. Defaults vary somewhat. The kind of project and what options. For example, an ATL project has properties related to middle files, but these. Here we go. It must be here somewhere. Optimize. Ah. Nope. I definitely didn't see it in here. I don't think it's going to be different for this one. No. Settings for linker. I don't even know what that means. I know what it means, sorry. I just don't know where to find it. Like, where are they? Properties. Oh God. That's gone all slow. I'll have to try this at some point. That's really annoying that I can't just run that. I mean, there absolutely is a way. I wish it was just not done by default. Maybe that's a bad idea, but it's really annoying that I can't just debug it. So that didn't help, and I want to get the forward vector. So let's just forward vector equals just put them in there. AD stands for absolute dick. That's what that stands for, if you wanted to know. Compile. Oh, I'm getting tired now. What do you have for us? Right, connect. Okay, so it's X is giving me that, and then this one is an X and Y value, and so the rotation, yeah, that doesn't look right. I mean, it's still 90, it just hasn't been set at all. And interestingly, like, it's constantly being set, but I haven't used rotation because I just searched for it, right? Yeah, I'm not using it. So it's rotating because of what is the question? Why is it being rotated? It's being rotated because of something automatic. Use controller rotation. Fucking your. That's where it is. I bet if I do that, it stops doing it then. Oh, look, it works. Alright. Bloody Unreal Engine. Okay, let's set that correctly then. Gotta find it again now. Use controller rotation your no. Does it get movement component or something? Give movement component. Use controller. Use controller rotation your C++. It is in a character, okay. Set move rotation. Move controller controller rotation. Rotation your. Is it just that? Do I just set the kind of private property? I don't think so. It's public. Huh. Alright. Fair dinkies. Alright, let's just do that. So at least that's gonna be not a bother anymore. That's a bit difficult to figure out. So that should now say no. Nah, it hasn't changed it, man. I wonder if it's set on the controller itself then. Could be. I won't do it here, but set controller rotation. Use rotation. Controller rotation. No, it doesn't seem to be. Let's see if any of these have got it in it anyway. No, blueprint. Use controller rotation. Oh, this is bumming me out, man. Why is it so difficult? Like, where is it even being used? Because we're in the pawn at the moment, all right. We're in the actual pawn, so this is going to be used. What is this going to be? Source, I guess runtime engine, private. Nah. That's interesting. Yep. Oh no, that is it's interesting. I expect to see C++ files in there. Oh, because I didn't download the bloody binaries, that's why. I bet that's why. Oh man, how do I turn this off then? I mean it could be that I need to restart my editor again. Could be. Don't really know these days. Let's try that. Has that now got rid of it? Let's see. Oh, it has. Oh, you cheeky bugger. Okay, fair enough. That'll do that then. Now I need to correct it, because that's clearly not right. So it's gonna be... I reckon it's just gonna be the inverse of that then. Let's try it. Oh yeah, I need to get rotator, whatever it's called. Rotation. Like that. Let's give that a try. Right, that's interesting. So it has done that because I need to add my current vector to that. I don't know if you can just add that. I don't know if that's going to work. Because basically my character is offset by 90, so he's looking over there, right? So if I do it by if I do it by that, no, that should be fine. Yeah, no, uh, forward vector. Hmm. Let's try this. I don't know what's happening underneath again. So it makes it very difficult. We just need to get the rotator of that. Yeah, because you can see I was just about to draw this, but actually if I just set this to the inverse of the, I don't know why it's doing that. It's this is wrong. It really should just be the inverse of that. It really should just be that. Yeah, that's it's like it's setting it as if, okay, I see what's happening. So it starts off here, but it's setting it as if this is that, and so it rotates it, so it's rotated all the way around, but that makes it then go to here. So it's doing that rotation. It needs to be minus, it needs to be minus the current's rotation. I wonder if that's going to work now. In fact, I think I can probably do this minus the rotation. And then, so yeah, then you would think the plus would work, so I don't think it's going to work still. Um, ah, hang on. I'm just playing with things now. Don't even know. Yeah. Um, let's just see if someone else has done this first. How do I get the direction that my capture is currently facing? How do I keep the camera rotation from changing the players? Find looker rotation. Um, yeah, this is interesting. So I feel like that's correct. Is that if I get the forward vectors, then these are going to be just ones and zeros. So if this is just like one's pointing out here and one's pointing out here, it's like get the rotation to make it look that way. So I understand that. Start and it should target that. Yeah. And because it's a rotation, it doesn't take into account like, so if I, it doesn't take into account like positional stuff, right? So if I go and play this right away, we should get like a 1 or something, but we don't. That's because it's saying whatever you are now, you need to rotate by minus 135 to get to where you need to go. But these, right, should equal 1 and 1, but they don't. I mean, this forward axis has got 2 axes. This is crazy to me. Why has it got two axes for the forward vector? Ooh, was that a mistake there? No. Let me just try that again. Phew, okay. Um. I could do that thing I was talking about before, which is the dot product between them, and then you find the angle by divided by the magnitudes. But the problem is these aren't returning the ones that I'm expecting. In fact, this one, I just don't understand why that's happening. This one's got like a 1.2. I guess it doesn't really matter. Ah, here we go. No. X and Y is 1. So X and Y is 1. So it's going to be, its forward vector is going to be over there. No. If X is 1 and Y is 1, its forward vector is going to be there. Yeah, okay, so the inverse is working, but what the fuck is over there? Why is it over there? Get active forward vector. That makes that makes sense for nothing. Like, I just do not get that. That is my own actor. Its vector is 1.21. And then that one's is minus 1.2. Oh, hang on though. These are I think these are in radians, aren't they? Of course. 1.22. What is that? 1.22 times pi divided by 180. Okay, so it's 1.22 times 180 divided by pi. 69. 69 degrees. No, that's not what it's doing. It's just trying to say that I'm literally pointing that direction. But is this local? I need to go to the toilet again. Toilet break again. boy, oh boy. This should be so simple. I just don't understand those forward vectors. X 1.2, Y 1. How can that? X 1.2, 1.2, and then 1. It's going off over there. Yeah. How is that its forward vector? Ah, no, I need to look at this one. So this is 1 and 1, 2, 2. Yeah. So, like, and that is a vector. So it's drawing from the center of itself, right? Because if I go into here, as far as I can go, that's bloody helpful, isn't it? Root component. Oh well, fuck it. Is that a hard-coded thing? And I'm saying my character needs to rotate that. Of course it's going the wrong way. Like, but this is exactly right, right? Like, it's getting that information. That's why it's doing that, and it's inversing it. So inverse is exactly what I want. It's just this fucking nightmare of a forward actor thing. Yeah, I bet that's let's see. Yeah, it's not 180, it's 130, so it is exactly the opposite, right? If I were to go, oh no, 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 it is 180. Um, hmm. Yeah, heavy confusion. The fact that he's rotated 180 when I've set his rotation to, I mean that's bonkers to me. Because that is saying that that's 180 degrees. X and Y, 0.9, 1.22, 0.9, 1.22. So that's essentially that. And if I get the inverse of it, then of course it would take me over here, but not exactly at like, what does the rotation say? What is this gonna say? So the rotation of that vector is 180. That's so strange. It's strange to me. It means that from it means that 180. That is so strange. And if I do the rotation of my own character, it's gonna be one of these things where like it's fine and I'll get it to work, but I'm just not gonna understand it. Yeah. And if I do that minus mm, no, I've already done this, so I know it's not gonna work, but minus let's do that. This is because I don't know vector math very well. Let's see. No, I mean that has come out correct. So that means I need to rotate by. So if I were to add a rotation of 90 degrees, that would get me back to the correct place. So if I did this, that is going to get me to where I need it to be. I think. Unless I still need to do the inverse or something, but oh no, that's interesting. So how is adding that is really interesting. So it's already 90. So if I add 90, it's gonna make 180. Oh, and that does that. Huh. So what we rotate at now? We are rotated at 90. So that means we're at what? Oh, that's the controller. Try it again. So I'm gonna add yaw of 90. that means that the character was at 90, which is correct. So by adding 90, so if I set the character to 0, then add the 90, that will help, right? So let's go target, climbing, hold, actor, rotation, character, actor, rotation, adjustment, rotation, default. I think I do dot zero or something, can't I? Or is it that? Whatever. And it's going to be set actor rotation to that plus adjustment. It just doesn't seem right. Like, it feels wrong. I think this is going to come out as a bug later, which is really annoying me. Like, I don't feel like I should have to do that. Yeah, so 90's done that now, so then it needs to be the inverse of that rotation. Get inverse. So now it should be negative 90. And we should get put in the right direction. Oh, fuck. Really? So now we've got negative 180, which, okay, negative 80, and so the adjustment is 270. So he looks over there by default, he's going to go 180, 270. You're minus 270, that should be correct, right? Yeah, he hasn't rotated. You're... I guess... It could be that... I mean, I don't know now, I'm a bit confused. It's actor rotation. That's what I'd meant to do. So let's just try it one more time. Okay. So now it's it's still 90, and I've told it to what? Oh man, why is this so confusing? Minus 90 on the yaw. Right. So why is it? Why is it 90? What am I doing in here? Nothing here. Oops. And you know it's so strange that the the character's actually 0 there, so if I do that, has it been? It's minus 180. So something is being done to it. So what's poop equals this? I think plussing should work, right? I swear that's how that works. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just for like multiplication. No, it is. Okay. Yeah, so when I set my character's rotation to that, and it's just ignoring me. I mean, not that it's gonna help, right? Because minus 270. Hang on. So if I join here, so I've got the rotation of my character is 90, and we know that it's facing the other direction, and the adjustment is by 90. So 360 take away 90 would give me the wrong thing. 180 plus 90. It's not going to be negative. I'm so confused. Yeah. Mm. I mean, what's the camera set on? So I, as soon as I rotate the capture, the camera comes with me. Uh, could just delete that and the spring arm. And I could just do camera. These are things I need to figure these things out, but I don't know if they're important to. I think they're just confusing me, to be honest, at the moment. And so then this will be the auto possess for 0. Right. Well, okay, so I think the X and Y thing's not working. I have to leave it here because I've wasted so much time on that. What have we streamed for like 3 hours now or something? Yeah, 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching if you did. I really appreciate it. I do this for motivation for myself basically, but I'm gonna try and make this into a tool. Um, I won't charge a lot for it, but obviously it's a lot of work goes into it. So I'll put a little kind of fee on it and put it on the Unreal Engine marketplace when it's done. But I essentially just want something that's like really reusable for people, and it's made in C++, which I find is a bit more portable, um, a bit more editable, a bit more understandable. So that's why I'm doing it. I haven't found a decent C++ version of a climbing system yet, so uh, that's why I'm doing this. And anyway, thanks for watching, and keep learning, keep loving.